right, thanks for paying your rent this month. Go ahead and sign here. It's just going to ask you a couple of questions.
A tip? I'm not tipping my landlord.
So you'll tip a barista who pours overpriced coffee into a cup, but not the guy who's on call 24/7 to make sure you have a safe home.
I'm not tipping.
What the landlord is available 24/7? Has anyone ever had a landlord who's available 24/7 for anything? That's not real. That's not a thing that exists. I will be honest though. I absolutely fucking despise these like turnaround iPad thingies because like tipping doesn't mean anything anymore. I thought the point of tipping was to like reward good service, but now we're tipping like baristas and shit. And it's like, okay, fine. But then like they'll have the tip machines at bakeries where literally all they do is they remove the baked good from the window and they bring it to you. And then it's like, what am I evaluating you for? You know? It's literally just like an extra self-imposed tax. Yeah, it's employers passing wages onto us, but it's also like the standardization of tip infrastructure, which it's like, okay, well, soon we'll be tipping like everyone for everything. It's like, okay, well, pretty sure a bunch of those don't even go to the workers. Yeah. Sometimes when you tip, it'll just go into like a pool for the day, and it won't even be evenly distributed. Super fucked.
You? This isn't a restaurant.
Okay, so you'll tip an extra 25% for somebody to carry you a basket of chicken wings, but you won't tip someone who responds for after-hours emergency calls?
What landlord responds to... dude, nobody has a landlord who responds to after-hours emergency calls. All landlords, if there is an emergency, well, like, you could have a pipe burst, and they'll be like, okay, first of all, what did you do to do this? And second of all, like, it doesn't look that bad. Can you tape it up? And also, like, I can send Jeff, my, like, friend of a friend over there in 3 months. Is that okay? Like, every single, like, no matter what. There's no... Imagine asking a 15% tip on rent, too. That's hundreds of dollars. Or thousands. If you live in, like, a coastal city.
Yep. Well, I guess when it's time for your lease renewal, I'm going to make sure gratuity is included in your rent. It's a little tip I learned from Two Guys Take on Real Estate.
Nice meme. Yeah, paging Mao Zedong. Yeah, phenomenal stuff. New York Times tipping guide. The customary tipping rate is 15 to 20% for taxi drivers and waiters. Bellhops are usually given $2 per bag in luxury hotels, $1 per bag elsewhere. Hotel maids should be tipped $2 per day of your stay. That is... Okay, these rates are, like, fucking dumb. Why the fuck would you only give hotel maids $2 a day of your stay? Hotel maids do way more work than anyone else listed here. Taxi drivers, waiters, bellhops, none of them do as much work as your hotel maid. What, like... This is some fucking patriarchal ass bullshit right here is what this is, man. Like, yeah, dude, your bellhop gets $2 per bag they carry. You know, the guy whose job it is to carry bags, so he can just nail like $10 like right there. But your fucking hotel maid spends 30 minutes cleaning your dried cum off the ceiling after you're done with the chick you brought back there. Not to mention like wash all the seats, press everything, leave a little mint on the pillow. And she gets $2 for all that? That's some fucking bullshit. Also, nobody carries cash anymore. A doorman who hails or helps you into a cab can be tipped $1 to $2. You should also tip your hotel concierge for services rendered. Your concierge? The size of the tip depends on the difficulty of your request. Okay, this is some rich people bullshit. As well as the quality of the concierge's work. I've never made a difficult request, or in fact, any request of a hotel concierge. Okay. For an ordinary dinner reservation or tour arrangements, $3 to $5 should do. Okay. If the concierge scores seats at a popular restaurant... Is this something rich people used to do before the internet? You would ask a hotel concierge to, like, try to book seats at the local fancy-pantsy place? This is before me. Yes? Okay, this is just before my time. Waiters should be tipped 15 to 20%, though at higher-end restaurants, a solid 20% is more than the norm. I don't know what everyone else does, but for me, I'll just tip up to like a big round number. So if my dinner was 61 bucks, I'll just tip 39 so that it goes up to 100, and that's all the thought that I put into it. Sometimes math doesn't work out in the favor of the waiter or waitress, and they get shafted a little bit, but I always try to make sure the tip's at least 25%. Sometimes it's more. I just want it to go up to a big round number because it makes my brain happy, and that's what I do every time. A quick section on wage theft would be online here. Segment? What are you talking about? Yes, important to remember that wage theft is in fact larger than all other forms of theft combined, because the bourgeois and Marxism. Okay, close this. We need more rich people who tip like Vaush in the service industry. Is that why your name is 40% effort? Because you want a 40% tip for your effort? Leave it to Americans to complain that Vaush tips too much. Whoever tips less than 25%, you should be embarrassed. Nah, dog, don't flex your wealth more than I do, all right? 25% is a fat tip. Most people tip between like 12 to 18%. 25 is a fat tip, dude. That's a lot of money. That's a good tip. Yeah, 25 is a lot of money. Sometimes I tip more than 50%. It really depends on how the numbers work. Yeah. I don't know. Tipping's it's pretty dumb. I don't fucking know, man. Fucking tip culture. I don't tip my bartenders, but it just doesn't occur to me to. They take my card, they get a tab. If they hand me back a receipt and ask me to sign it, there's a little tip thing. Sometimes I'll tip there, but I never think like, oh, I paid for the drink. Now I have to give them extra money. I don't know. I hate tipping culture. It's so fucking dumb. I always thought 25 was good. 25 is a good tip. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Bartenders make $2.15 an hour. Really depends on the bartender. But, like, a lot of the times they make a lot. Dude, at the right place, being a waiter or a waitress can make you a shit fuck ton of money. Like an unbelievable, ungodly, obscene, disgusting amount of money. You can make so much if you're a server at the right place. But it has to be the right place. And you have to have big, round boobies. Or if it's a gay place, you just have to be, like, kind of hot. Honest to God, man, at a gay bar, you can get fat tips if you're a server, if you're a guy, and you're just, like, a little friendly, I think. I don't know. The problem is a lot of waiters' money is from tips, which can vary from month to month. Yeah, no, it does, and it sucks. Hey, you know who else's income is based a lot on tips and varies from month to month? Okay, listen, I sympathize. I probably make about as much as, like, a relatively well-paid server. How much do relatively well-paid servers get? Like half, three-quarters of a mil a year? Not that much. And depending on how generous people are feeling, like, totally arbitrary, there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you can make, like, $2,500 from 4 hours of work, and sometimes you can make, like, only 1,000. Service workers don't have reduced wages here in California. They always have full pay from their employer, regardless of how much they make in tips. Yeah, because if they don't make enough in tips to like make up the wage they would need, they get comped the rest, right? That's a good policy. It still is like subsidization of their wages, though. Those wages should be coming from the business owner, not from us. Like they're basically saying, okay, the business owner will front the cost of their expected wage to meet minimum wage if the random people in the store don't like make it up for them first, which is like, no, fuck you, pay the wage. No, they don't get comp the rest. They always get full pay. The tips have no effect on their wage. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, thank you, Dusty Poncho. Okay, no, never mind. They just flatly get their pay. Okay, that's nice. All right. Okay, that's nice. So next time I'm in California, I'm just not going to tip anything. But like I'm in my head, I'm like, you greedy piece of shit. I know you're making full wages. Get the fuck out of here. Tipping 1 cent on my like $237 French dinner with my family. Get out of here. I see through your fucking yeah, look them in the eyes as I draw a dash through the tip section of the receipt they hand back. Washington has full wages for waiters too. What? Dude, I could be saving so much money. These rich okay, guys. Marx did not exist in the contemporary era, all right? It is important to update and iterate on his theory. And I propose that servers in states where they make the minimum wage are actually members of the bourgeoisie. Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's tired of these fat cat, money-grubbing, college-attending waiters and waitresses stealing entire dozens of our hard-earned dollars to hoard? Huh? These fat cat waiters. Yeah, can you put down a negative tip? Is that possible? Because that's what I'm going to start doing. Yeah, 100%. Oh, you want a 25% tip? Okay, negative 25%. Give me... Yeah, come on. Come on. If I can give it, I can take it away. That's how it works, right? Give me your lunch money. Sir, I don't have any lunch money. I packed a lunch. Peanut butter, banana sandwich, some chips. I'm taking these chips and there's milk and here's some yogurt. Walk out of the restaurant. I'm already full though, so I just like drop it in the trash because I'm not hungry. Then I just like storm off angry. Yeah. Based. That's proletariat action right there, okay? This is the proletarian spirit lives in this stream. Most intellectually rigorous Vaush stream. I'll have you know, okay, that I arrived at this conclusion after many minutes of Wikipedia research. Thank you.